Few things. I'm a researcher for the government. I don't care if I signed the paper or swore that oath. I'm dead anyway. I realized something, and I'm the last one. I know it's a bit cliche, but it's true, and this thing is not to be messed with. It's huge, at least 24 feet tall and 15 feet wide at what I can only assume to be its shoulders. Let me just start from the beginning. I was hired by the government to do work on things the public couldn't handle to see, like monsters, superhumans, all other abnormalities. This one was certainly no different. It went the same as any other abnormality. I got a call, I got ready, and we set off. When I got there, a home base was already set up, and I could see a hole that had to be at least 60 feet in diameter, and a lot of equipment was set up around it. We landed, and I was greeted by the general of the army. He said something along the lines of, "We have a major problem, and you're here to study. You'll be briefed when you get inside." Sure enough, when I got inside, I was met by a man who looked to be in his late 30s. He told me everything he knew at that point, and I'll just list a few. The hole was at a rough 80-degree drop. The walls have a gravitational pull that is similar to Earth, so the steep angle will not be a problem. The walls were made of a tungsten titanium alloy that was nearly impossible to break. The small amount of light appears to be a type of neon light. I was being sent in with a team of 20, 4 technicians, 3 researchers, 10 Marines, 1 equipment specialist, 1 video expert, and me. I was fitted with a harness that connected up to a tow hook and a powerful motor. I was told that if anything were to go wrong, I had to push the button next to my collarbone on my right side. This would cause a signal to be sent to the tow hook, and it would pull me back, where we were given enough food and supplies to last us all a week. And all the researchers and I were given enough paper to cover the entire opening twice over. I didn't know exactly what the Marines had, but I guess it's the regular stuff like food, water, and the usual. We entered the opening, and the change in direction of gravity made me lose my balance, but I got it back before I fell, and as I waited for the others to do the same, I looked down the rest of the hole, and I thought I saw something big retreat further into the darkness. But I couldn't tell. When everyone finally started moving, nothing important happened other than losing the sight of the entrance. We all thought we had somehow gotten turned around many times, but we all eventually decided it was impossible to get turned around without us knowing, because we had the tow hook tied to us. It took, I don't know how long to reach the end. We all had watches that told us how long we had been down there, but they stopped working at some point. The room we had made it to looked like it was made with the same stuff as the hole itself. The one difference is the room had to be 80 feet tall, and it was so long we couldn't see the end, but just as a guess, I said the room looked hexagonal because of the walls. We could see, for all we knew, it could have been a giant triangle or something like that. We all decided it would be best to keep heading in a line so it would be easier to get pulled out. As we walked, we saw nothing other than the plain darkness with the occasional light visible for a quick second, and soon we ran into a wall. This was strange in the fact that there was a slightly humanoid shape carved into it. I would explain to you what it looked like, but I don't have the words to. Just then, as we were taking notes, discussing, recording, and the like, we heard a loud thud next to us. When we looked over, we couldn't see anything, but I was the unfortunate one who looked up. But that might have saved my life. What I saw was a head that could be described as bony, ape-like, and oddly human-like. It had a hand on the wall, and it peered down at us, almost inquisitive. Then it let out this roar that made it feel like I was standing next to a speaker at a concert. I was about to hit the return button when I grabbed a notebook I was writing in, but when I turned back, I saw that the Marines had started shooting the thing. But before any of them could hurt that thing, it shot out a type of needle that impaled them and stuck them to the ground. I hit the button, still clutching the book, and without a thought for anyone else, I shot backwards to the hole, and as I was pulled back to the top, I heard the sounds of very quick thuds, as if that thing was chasing after me, and after a minute of sliding, I saw one bony hand land on the wall next to me, and then on the other side. When I turned on my flashlight, I saw that thing's face, not 10 feet from mine. When the light hit it, the thing recoiled and fled out from the range of my flashlight, but it was still chasing me. When I finally reached the top, the thud stopped and then retreated. As I got up, I realized I couldn't hear, and the thudding was just the vibration in my brain filling in the blank. Not thinking about anything else, I sat down in the snow and scribbled down what I just saw below the part where I had talked about the wall. I then threw it on the table next to the general and walked inside to go to sleep. Then I had a thought. If this thing can't be out in the light, when the night half of the year starts, there will be no stopping this thing from killing us all. Now to get to the part where I'm all alone. That thing has been taking pot shots by running up the hole, sticking an arm out and slamming it into the ground and then running back down, and it's been doing this every day. We have sent down many different groups. That thing has killed so many that most of the people have died, but the ones who haven't died left. I'm the last one, and I can see the sun starting to set as it reaches that time. I can't leave because the helicopter is destroyed and the radio is destroyed, and even if it wasn't, it doesn't have any power anymore. I don't think they care that I'm gone and not coming back, but just maybe this will get me away from here so I can warn the right people, and if not, at least I won't die from it. I think this is my last night because yesterday it poked its head out and didn't retreat. So as a last-ditch effort, please don't go to the North Pole, because whatever's here certainly isn't Santa Claus.